When it comes to growing microgreens, what kind of soil should you use? Welcome back for another video to Recalibrate with Nate, and thank you again for joining me on this playlist series, which I will link in the description box below, the link for the playlist, so you can watch all of these videos. This particular video, I wanted to talk about soil and what is the best soil to use for growing microgreens. But before we get into that, I want to let you know about the plant-based bundle. The plant-based bundle is going on right now until November 28th. It is an amazing, amazing deal. There's over 200 different products in this particular bundle, totaling nearly $9,000, and it's all for $50. You're going to get my full microgreens course, teaching you how to grow microgreens, how to sprout seeds, and how to ferment vegetables, as well as how to ingest these sorts of delicious living foods. My Dude Food book is in there, my Live Food book is in there, and you're also getting 5 of Lissa's books in there. So we have 8 different products in this bundle as well, and you're getting over 200 products. If you were to buy just those 8 from us, it would total over $200 if you were to buy those from us. My Microgreens course alone is $77. That is included into this bundle. There's other courses, how to deal with narcissists, how to make delicious, cheesecakes, full workout programs, mindset programs, amazing, amazing products. So I'll link that in the description below. Be sure to go check it out. At least open the link, go to the web page to see all that is in there. Totaling nearly $9,000 worth of products, you're getting for $50. You cannot go wrong with this bundle. It's by far the biggest bundle that we've ever been a part of. It's amazing. And we're also doing 60% off of our books and courses as well, which I'll link that in the description box below as well. And that's going to be going on for Black Friday and Boxing Day. So be sure to check that out if you are looking for a particular book of ours that it isn't in the bundle. But be sure to check out that bundle, man. You don't want to miss this. This is an incredible deal. Amazing. Once in a lifetime type of style of opportunity. $50 for nearly $9,000 worth of stuff. So good. So good. All right, so let's get into this video. What kind of soil should you use? Now, what I have here is this is Coco Coir, and this, in my particular opinion, is the best soil that you can use to grow microgreens. The reason that I like Coco Coir so much is it's 100% renewable and sustainable resource. It's ground up coconut husk. It's very uniform in composition. It's very, very nice. It holds the moisture extremely well. It's essentially sterile. There's nothing in it. There's no kind of a compost or manure or anything like that. So it's very clean. You're not bringing any kind of pathogens into your grow space using a substrate like Coco Coir. It's got great drainage. It also holds the water really well, like I was saying. So good water absorption for your roots to be able to have what they need to pull from the particular soil. It promotes great root growth, and best of all, it's affordable. It's high quality and it's very affordable. Now, the way that we buy our Coco Coir is in brick form. So you can order it through your hardware store or your nursery or online. You can actually even get it at your pet stores, because what they use Coco Coir for a lot of times is for different kinds of reptile, like say if you have like an iguana or something like that, they'll use this in the bottom of the terrarium for that particular reptile. The only thing that I don't like buying it from the pet store is it's a bit more expensive. So I would suggest looking at different prices through your hardware store. A lot of times we've ordered it through Home Depot, or you can get it through Amazon. I'll link in the description my Amazon affiliate link, the organic blocks that we use. And they come in different size bricks. You can buy a little brick or you can buy a big brick, and all you do is just add pure water to it, and it expands and it holds the moisture so well. Now, there's all kinds of grow mediums that you can use. You can use cocoa fiber mats, which is kind of like a hydroponic grow, where the seed, of course, has the ability to get down into the mat. And of course, this is another great sustainable way to grow, is using a cocoa fiber mat, which we've used mats, and we have a big box of mats that we still use for certain strains. But then again, I still find better yield, and it's just a bit more fun using Coco Coir. Now, you can also use planting soil. A good planting or potting soil will work just fine. So say if you're just getting into this and you've got some recycled containers, In the previous video, we talked about the trays. You can use just some of those recycled containers and just use a little bit of your potting soil in there and get growing right away using the potting soil. So potting soil works great as well. Now there's other substrates that you can use like jute or hemp fiber or even like a felt mat. So there's several different things that you can use. There's also some screen meshes that you could put right in your tray that gives the roots something to kind of grab onto. So that's essentially a hydroponic grow as well. Hydroponic is the growing without a soil or substrate medium. You're just growing using some form of substrate for the roots to be able to grab onto, and using, they're getting their nutrients from the water. They're not really pulling much nutrients out of the soil. So hydroponic is growing without soil. And there's several different substrates, like I was mentioning, that you can use to grow microgreens on. I just personally have found a great yield, a way better yield using something like coco coir. And like I said, it's odorless, so it doesn't have any kind of funny smell. There's no kinds of little gnats or bugs or eggs or anything that you're bringing into your grow room. So it's a very sterile substrate, and I just love it. So for me, in my honest opinion, if I was to suggest any kind of grow medium to get going with, it would be coco coir. It is the easiest, and like I said, it's affordable, and all of those other pros too. It just holds the water really well. It's got good drainage, and it's clean. So that is my soil of choice. But like I said, these little plants, they just want to grow. So if you give them something to hold on to, even just an old burlap sack, if you can cut that burlap sack, give it a good wash, so you're not, maybe it's like from a coffee stand, they get their coffee beans in burlap. You can use those burlap sacks to be able to grow on as well. Now the one thing is the soil, you might want to try to use the soil over and over again. And this can be done if you've got a place where you can actually take your old soil out of your trays and compost it for at least a month. I would give it a full season, a good 3 months to break down, but you are going to have more chances of bringing in pathogens and different bacteria in a composted soil that has already been used, because all of the root structure and seed is still in that soil. So all of that has to break down, and if you're trying to reuse it, you have chances that you're going to be bringing different kinds of things into your grow room that you might not want. And more chances for, like I said, the different pathogens and different bacterial growth, different molds and stuff. But if it's composted properly, you can reuse your soil. But for us here, we just use the coco coir, and you don't need much soil. Growing these microgreens, you only need about 1/2 inch worth of soil for the roots to be able to grab onto. You don't need much soil. So these trays that we're using are about 1 inch deep. We don't fill them to the very, very top. I'm filling them about half full, and it works fine. It works perfect. I've grown them side by side, where I have the tray completely packed full of soil, and then the other tray is 1/2 inch, and I can barely see the difference. So why not try to optimize the amount of soil that I'm using? That's why I only plant in about 1/2 inch deep worth of coco coir. So that would be my suggestion to you if you want to get growing into these. If you want to get growing microgreens, using a soil substrate like coco coir is going to be very forgiving, and like I said, it's clean. It's essentially a sterile medium. So, yep, that's it for this video. Hopefully you got something from it, and I hope to get you growing. I want to see more people out there growing these microgreens. They're amazing and super delicious, very beneficial. There's so much nutrients in these microgreens, ranging from vitamins and minerals to protein and fiber, different antioxidants. It's just something that we should all be growing at least a little bit. And you don't have to have, that's another cool thing, you don't have to have a bunch of space. Like we've got this vertical garden here. This is essentially growing so much food for us. And it's just, I can roll it around in the house because it's on wheels. And I'll get into the rack in another video. This one here, I just wanted to talk about the different soil that we use, and the coco coir is where it's at for us. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to check the plant-based bundle out, which I'll link below, as well as the link to the playlist so you can watch all the videos in this particular series. And this is going on, the bundle, the plant-based bundle is going on till November 28th of 2022. So after that, it will be gone forever. And like I said, $9,000 worth of products for 50 bucks, man. You cannot beat this deal. It is so incredible. So be sure to check that out, and we will see you on the next one. Love ya.